And I want to thank each and every one of you for what we are doing to protect our most vulnerable while we celebrate this very, very special but challenging holiday season.
Ontario Finance Minister Rod Phillips posted this on Christmas Eve, but it turns out by then he was long gone. His office confirmed Phillips left the country on December 13th. Now Phillips is admitting he's been on the Caribbean island of St. Bart's. In a statement, Phillips calls it a previously planned personal trip outside the country. He goes on to say had he been aware then of the eventual December 26th province-wide shutdown, we would have canceled the trip. Long before December 26th, the province has been telling people to stay home as much as possible, a message Ontario Premier Doug Ford reinforced while Phillips was away.
Every time you take a trip, it puts people in jeopardy.
On December 15th, while Phillips was abroad, he tweeted photos of himself visiting local businesses, though it was clear they were taken days earlier. Days later, another tweet celebrated Maple Syrup Day by announcing Phillips had picked some up at a local business. Constituents in his riding aren't pleased.
These people are telling people to lock down, but they themselves do not follow their own rules.
It's not fair. Why is it not fair? Because everybody else is doing what they're supposed to do. It's part of the community.
Opposition parties have been quick to channel public anger.
It sends the wrong message, and the minister should be held accountable. And I think that the Premier has a responsibility in figuring out what that looks like.
In a statement today, the Premier said he was extremely disappointed in Minister Phillips, that Phillips's travel is completely unacceptable, and he's needed back in the country immediately. When Phillips does return, he and his government will face tough questions about how he actually spent his holidays. Megan Fitzpatrick, CBC News, Toronto.
And a member of Quebec's National Assembly is also taking heat for his holiday travel, despite repeated federal and provincial calls for Canadians to stay home. CBC News has learned that Liberal MNA Pierre Arcan is in Barbados. In a statement to Radio-Canada, Arcan says he now regrets the decision and that he and his family will quarantine for 2 weeks when they get back.